Frank, if you can just fill us in on the status of our State of Origin players after Sunday, please.
Yeah, all the players have come back in pretty good condition, Munners. Obviously, Dale didn't play, but so he's 100%. And all the players that did play have come back, obviously sore, and in particular the Queenslanders' case, sorry. And in Josh's case, very excited. But they've unfortunately been in self-isolation with everything that's required to get that game played. So we actually haven't seen them physically. But they get out this afternoon just after 3 o'clock after a negative COVID test, we hope. And they'll join on the flight. But we expect all our Origin players to back up for Thursday night against the Roosters.
So the plan is for them to have a captain's run down in Melbourne tomorrow?
Yes, they'll get out of their isolation at 3 o'clock and jump straight onto a bus and onto a plane, and then do a captain's run tomorrow at Amy Park and join the rest of us for the flight on Thursday. So certainly not what you'd call ideal preparation, but as I said earlier before, it's a resilient group. We've got resilient players, and there'll be no excuses come Thursday night.
Now, one player we'll be missing this week is Tom Eisenhuth with his dislocated elbow. He'll be out for some time.
Yeah, probably anywhere up to 6 weeks, unfortunately, Munners, which is a real shame for us and a shame for Tom. He's had a fantastic season. He gives us so much flexibility, either coming off the bench or lately starting on the edges, and cover a few positions in the middle and the centre. So he's going to be a bad loss for a number of weeks, but hopefully get his elbow back and then join us for the run into the finals.
How excited do you think the boys are going to be to get back to Melbourne?
Yeah, we've got to probably just very excited to get to their homes first of all and back to Melbourne, but I think we've got to probably just temper our excitement in regarding playing Amy Park. We've got a big game on Thursday night against the Roosters. Every time we play the Roosters, it's always a cliffhanger and excitement, and so many of the games have gone to golden points. So this will be no different. I know they live for us, and we certainly live for the Roosters. There's certainly a fierce rivalry between the two teams, but there's also an extreme high level of respect on both teams. So we just got to get Thursday night out the way, have a break, and yes, then the excitement level will start growing for the Newcastle Knights at Amy Park. It just seems such a long time since we played at Amy Park, so we really can't wait for that to happen.
Finally, even though there's no restrictions on in Melbourne, our team will still be under some very strict conditions while they're back home.
Yeah, look, that came through last night. So all clubs, all 16 clubs, all the players and officials, the football staff that is, have to follow the strict level 4 protocols, which is the highest level protocols that there are, which basically requires that the players have to stay at home and go to training, and only for essential things outside of that. So yeah, it's very strange to think that Melbourne is now clear and there's so much to do. Our families can do everything, but unfortunately the players and the staff, we very much restricted what we can do. Hopefully it's only for a short period of time rather than a long period of time, but in the meantime we just have to enjoy our homes.
Thanks, Frank.